Imagine you're waiting in line at the movies, sitting at your desk at work, or even just hanging around at home. And all of a sudden, your heart starts racing. Sweat starts pouring from your head, and you feel a sense of overwhelming doom and anxiety. If you've ever had a panic attack, you know how bad and how frightening they can be. Seeming to come out of the blue with no cause, a panic attack can make someone feel like they're literally dying. But is a panic attack the same as an anxiety attack? Let's examine the differences. What is a panic attack? A panic attack is basically a sudden episode of intense fear and anxiety. Their symptoms include feeling breathless, a racing heartbeat, nausea, sweating, and more. The American Psychological Association groups panic attacks into two categories: expected and unexpected. Expected panic attacks are usually based around phobias like fear of flying or heights. Unexpected panic attacks often appear to have no outside causes, which is why these panic attacks are especially frightening. So, what's an anxiety attack then? Anxiety attacks are like panic attacks, although less severe. They generally have causes. It's a fear of something that has happened or might happen. Anxiety attacks have milder symptoms like worrying, feeling restlessness, and maybe an increase in heart rate. And that's not to say anxiety attacks can't be severe, however. Plus, anxiety tends to be a long-term thing, and even mild symptoms of anxiety tend to be awful over the long term. What are some of the differences between panic attacks and anxiety attacks? The biggest difference between panic and anxiety attacks is the source. Anxiety is a response to situations we perceive as threatening or stressful. Also, there's a level of severity to anxiety attacks. Panic attacks pretty much start out at a 10 and they stay there. Anxiety tends to build up, where panic attacks come at you at full force out of the blue completely. And finally, panic attacks can be so frightening, a person might end up having anxiety over experiencing one again. Despite their differences in severity, panic attacks and anxiety attacks often have similar causes. Experiencing traumatic events as a child or adult, having family members with anxiety and or chronic disorders, living with a chronic illness, and undergoing stressful life changes are just a few of the things that contribute to these types of attacks. Fortunately, both are treatable. Professional help is the best strategy for both panic and anxiety attacks. At the Edge Treatment Center, our team will work with you to find effective coping strategies to help you deal with and manage panic attacks and anxiety disorders. Guided by a trauma-informed philosophy, our welcoming, serene treatment center is the ideal place to get relief from anxiety and panic attacks. Long-term anxiety is a corrosive thing to live with. At the Edge, we'll help you find another way. Just reach out to us today and we'll help you overcome panic attacks and anxiety.